Good morning. Welcome to Vinyasa Flow. If you have a blanket and a block, grab that. If you don't have a block, a pillow or another blanket will suffice as well. Starting in our cross-legged position, you can move the block off to the side or sit on it, whatever support you'd like today. And find an easy pose, a true Sukhasana. So a lot of times a little bit wider because the knees can drop down, the hips can open up a little bit more. You can access that upright spine easily. Turn the palms up. Let's do pointer and thumb together. Dhyana Mudra. Simple connection to the self. Drawing the shoulder heads back and then the ears in line with the shoulders. So it might feel like a little, the word I use is turtley. But it should, upper palate moves back, base of skull lifts up, but there's also just like this nice ease that comes in when you stack your bones. Moving into that awareness, alignment, just the whole thing. Pratyahara, drawing the senses inward. Noticing how your body is feeling. The quality of your thoughts. Looking behind your eyes to appreciate the sight with your eyes closed. The palms together at the center of the chest. Feel that connection, evenly pressing in towards the midline and broadening collarbones away. Finding your intention for your practice today. Offering a group intention of compassion. Bow your chin to your chest, honoring yourself and your practice. The head. Open your eyes gently. We'll come to hands and knees. You can move the blanket off to the side. Simple cat-cow, but let's take a little bit longer. So inhale and slowly drop the belly down. Spread the sitting bones, slide the shoulder blades together. Stay here as you exhale and get even heavier. Feel the roots and then really hang from them. One more inhale to open up through the chest and the sternum. And now your next exhale slowly takes you to your cat pose. Staying for the inhale to send the breath into the back body, root through the hands. Staying for the exhale, navel to spine, shoulders and glutes are soft. And moving back and forth, inhale, open the front. Exhale. Next time you're in your cat pose, stay here for the inhale as well. And then move to cow on the exhale. So just switching it up a little bit, different quality there. Inhaling into your cat pose. Take it into the back body. Exhale into your cow pose. One more round. Moving into puppy pose, keep the hips over the knees, walk the hands forward. You can rest the elbows for this first one. Letting the spine melt forward. A little engagement through the low belly, just so you're not dumping the weight of those abdominal contents on your low back. Now press your palms down and lift your elbows up. Just to wake up your puppy. Feel the tops of the feet pushing as much as the tops of the hands. Move your shoulder heads out to the side and soften the upper traps. And come up to hands and knees, taking the hands one step back from that puppy pose, tuck your toes and move into down dog. Or maybe more on the hands, so you just decide the correct distance. Ooh, cats. Pedaling out the feet. Rooting down through the entire hand. Fingerprints, finger joints, palms of hands. All right, keep that all really rooted. Finding a stiller down dog. Either bending the knees to send more weight back towards the legs, a little more softness through the shoulders, or really straighten your legs. Try and lift your toes up. Help to distribute that weight a little bit more. Next exhale, come down to child's pose. Toes together, knees wide, hands forward, bow your head. Coming in to your breath, your intention. Inhale, come up to hands and knees. We're going to exhale and come halfway down to a chaturanga on the knees. Pause for a moment. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, back child's pose, toes tucked under. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, you're pulling those hands back to lower down. Pause, inhale up. Exhale, child's pose. One more, inhale forward. Exhale, pull those hands back as you lower, hug the elbows in. Inhale, press up. Exhale, child's pose. Toes are tucked under. Look forward. Press the palms down. And just unfold your legs. Yeah. Into down dog. And take little steps to your hands. Little baby steps. Bending knees as needed. Working through the hips. Feet hip distance. Shake your head out, bend your knees as much as you need to get your torso close to your thighs. You can use a block under the hand. As you start to extend your legs, make sure you're pressing through all four corners, especially the big toe side of the foot. It's going to help to spread the hamstrings wide. And then as you keep your hamstrings broadening out to the side, send your sitting bones in towards the midline. And notice how that changes in your belly. Yeah, next inhale, come halfway up. And then again, play with that. Broaden your hamstrings. You even take your hands back here. Hold on. Broaden hamstrings. Narrow your sitting bones. And you'll feel your hamstrings react to that. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise. Take your arms out to the side. Get big. Reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Pause here with a passive eye gaze down the nose. Feeling into the body in this upright position. You're gonna bring your feet together. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Right hand takes left wrist. Exhale, bend over to your right. Breathe into your left lung, soften your shoulders. Inhale, come center, switch the hands. Exhale, go left. Pulling the navel back, finding more space through the center. Inhale, come center, exhale. Cactus, lift the chest, thigh bones back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hands down, step your left foot back. Back knee comes down. Inhale, rise, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Step your back foot forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise, arms up. Going right back down. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Lengthen your breath. Exhale, hands down, right foot steps back. Back knee down. Inhale takes you all the way up. Exhale, hands frame your front foot. Step your back foot forward, come halfway up. Inhale. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow forward. We're going to do 2 more full rounds of that. Inhale, halfway up. Lengthening the top of the breath. Exhale, hands down, left foot steps back. Finding that low lunge. Use the full inhale to bring you up. Belly in, lift the hip points. Exhale, hands down, tuck your back toes. Inhale, come forward, reach the chest. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bowing forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hands down, right foot back. Back knee down. Full inhale. Exhale, hands down. Back foot forward, inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise. Last round, follow your breath. Exhale, folding. Exhale, left foot back. Inhale, rising up. Right foot stepping back. Meeting in Tadasana. Your own timing, no rush. Hands down to your sides, either eyes closed or a passive eye gaze, the focus inward. Right, noticing as you finish here, the settling, just that movement of energy and how that changes things. And inhale, sweep the arms up, look up to the thumbs, find a little back bend. Exhale and bow forward. Inhale, come halfway up, plant the hands, hop both feet back to down dog. Keep the feet together. Inhale, forward to plank pose. Exhale, lowering all the way to the ground, passing through that chaturanga. Pull the hands back as you go, all the way down. Untucking toes, interlace your hands behind your back. You can always use a strap as well if the shoulders are tight. Roll your shoulder blades together on your spine first. Shoelace side of the foot pushes down. Pubic bone pushes down. I'm already, just that pushing down is like inspiring the lift of my chest, yes? Not my head thrusting back. That's not inspirational. It's kind of painful, right? Press the tops of your feet down. Pubic bone down. Lift up, breathe into your rib cage. Exhale, release, turn your head to one side, let your hands go. Okay, interlacing with the opposite grip. Forehead to the center. Shoulder blades together. This time we're gonna extend those legs. Push your feet down, push your pubic bone down, but now lift your thigh bones up. Right, so that the front and the back are going. Keep lifting, your thigh bones up. Try straightening those legs so much. Keep it out of your neck. One more breath. Oh, exhale, release, turn your head the other direction. Feel your heartbeat and your breath. Hands underneath your shoulders, pressing up, finding down dog. Take your hands one step back towards your feet and make sure they're as wide as your mat. Like my pinkies are kind of off. They're that wide. Feet together, you're gonna hop to or through your hands. All right, so you're gonna cross the shins as you hop your feet forward. Here, yeah, or maybe, I don't think I can make it all the way through. We're gonna do some, oh, nope, that's where it is today. Navasana. So bring the feet flat, lift the chest up, maybe using behind the knees to help encourage that chest to open in a neutral spine, and then keep that, right? Not flexing in the spine. Spine moves towards navel, navel moves towards spine. So there's a curve in the low back there. Relaxing the face and the jaw, pulling the collarbones broad. Inhale, arms up. Cross the shins, plant the hands. Hop back to your down dog. Or step. And again, take your hands one step back. Let's give it another go. Cross the shins the other direction. Bend your knees, look forward, right? Maybe it's halfway. That's all bueno. Knees go out to the side, sit on down, come on back. You know, ideally as gracefully as possible. Find the chest broad, navel back towards spine. We'll twist. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus, turn right. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus, turn left. Inhale. To the right, really turning the ribs. Inhale. To the left. One more each sided. Out twist. In. Out twist. Inhale, arms and legs up. Cross the shins the other way. Plant the hands. Step or hop it back to down dog. Find that support from your belly now. And down to hands and knees. So take a look at your hands and make sure they are where you think they are. Sometimes it's nice to turn out the hands a little bit and it gives more opening through the chest. Okay, so inhale, extend the right leg out behind you and your left hand out in front of you. Breathing in. Exhale, take them into the center. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale. All right, this exhale, left hand goes down, knee to chest, tuck your left toes. Inhale, three-legged dog. There's a little shorter dog. That's cool. Get into your left calf, straighten both legs. Exhale, step inside your right hand, high crescent. Pressing down through your right heel to come up. Pull that right hip crease back. Low abdominals contained. There it is. Keep working out through that back heel to lengthen. So breathe in here, exhale. Like a skier's diagonal, that's what it is. Arms back by the sides though, there's the skier's part. Inhale, come up, arms up, lift the chest. Exhale. Coming forward, pull the belly back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come forward. Keep the torso here, join the palms, and we'll twist. Left elbow outside right knee. Right back knee can also go down. Rolling your right shoulder blade open as you inhale. Pulling the belly in and turning those ribs more as you exhale. One more breath. Inhale, Carefully unwind, arms up. Exhale, hands down, frame the front foot. Lift that right hand up. Little easy twist. Now moving to your side plank so you can roll to the pinky edge of left foot, turn the toes, right? And then make sure you lift your hips up to free your foot. Ooh. Sweep the right arm in line with you. Exhale, plank pose. Move through your vinyasa or skip it, and we'll meet in down dog. Making sure you're breathing. Using that compassion for yourself and for your practice, the world and the people that live in it. Coming down to hands and knees. And set yourself up so hands go back a little bit. Inhale, left leg out behind. Right arm out in front. So get those low abdominals contained. Inhale, get long. Exhale, come to the center. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, we switch it up. Right hand down. Left knee in. Right toes tucked. Wait for an inhale. Come up to your three-legged dog. Both legs are straight. And then exhale, step inside your left hand. High crescent. Making sure you got a long enough stance, right? Because if it's too short, it's hard to get that reach through the back leg that's really helpful in the balance. Keep pulling left hip back, rooting down through that left heel. Inhale, abdominals contained. Exhale, we come forward. Broaden the collarbones. Inhale, lift up, keep pulling that left hip back. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, forward. We stay here. Join the palms, breathe in. Exhale, twist. Right elbow outside left knee. Left shoulder rolls back. Belly pulls in as you twist. Next inhale, unwind. Lift the arms up. Exhale, hands down, frame that front foot. Left hand comes up. Little simple twist. And then we continue. Talk to that right shoulder. It's going to hold you up now. Turn the feet. You can stay here or lift those hips up. And then add the left leg. Sweep left arm over. And hands down. Find your recovery. We'll meet in down dog. Child's pose. Yogi's choice. Knees together for more curve in the back. Knees wide for a little more through the hips. Coming back to down dog. Inhale, lift the heels, exhale, bend your knees, look forward, hop to your hands. Come halfway up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rising up. Hands to heart. Pause. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Make sure you can see your toe tips in front of your knees and then take your head back. Get it more in line with the spine. We do have a little flexion at the hips here, so you're gonna have to use some more neck muscles to hold your up. Shift your weight into your right foot. Eagle pose. Taking left thigh over right. You can always use a kickstand on this left foot, right? And then it's left arm under. So really using the midline factor, hugging arms and legs and belly in, and then the length by pressing the foot down and lifting up through fingertips. One more big breath. Good, you're gonna carefully unwind a standing split. So it's like a one-legged Tadasana and then down to the ground. We'll do it faster next time. Lift that leg up, pull right ribs across your right thigh, one more big breath. Bend your right knee and find warrior two. I have to adjust myself here. Windmill up. Right, plugging arm bones in. Let's turn the palms up, right, and bend your elbows a little bit. And it helps to settle the shoulder blades onto the spine, right? So keep that settling and extend through the arms. Don't let those shoulder blades unplug. Turn the palms. Good, straighten your right leg. Trikonasana. Triangle pose. Press into that right big toe to pull your right hip back. Remembering that where gravity is, it's on this left side, so I gotta actually contract my left side to stay neutral under this amount of gravity. One more breath. Inhale, come up. Reverse your triangle. And then keep the torso to the left and bend your front knee and reverse your warrior. Good, exhale, hands down. Step back, down dog. And inhale, left leg floats up. Exhale, stepping to warrior one. That's the left foot forward, warrior one. Moving up. Interlace your hands behind your back. Breathe in, open your chest. Keep your chest broad as you humble your warrior. Bringing left rib inside your left thigh. Pushing them together for support, letting the head hang. Last breath. Inhale, coming all the way up. Arms come up. Coming to one-legged Tadasana. Right knee comes up. Put into chair pose. There we go. Sit on down into your chair pose. Shifting weight into the left foot. Right leg lifts up, eagle pose. Cross your right thigh over your left. Like adding that right thigh to my left one helps my left leg be more stable. Right arm under. Right, it felt all wiggly alone. Add the two together. Nice and secure, relaxing the brow. One more breath. Standing split. So it unwinds through one-legged Tadasana and then hands down, leg up. Really drop your head down. Reach for the sky with the top leg. Big inhale. Exhale. Step your way back. Find your warrior two. Adjust as needed on your mat. Turn the palms up. Bend the elbows in. Right, so my hands are staying at my shoulder height. And that allows the arm bones to settle the shoulders. Extend out through the elbows. Turn the palms. Good, straightening the front leg. Triangle pose. Pay attention to keep that neutral spine, right? So I gotta now shorten my right side so the left side stays long. And next inhale, come up. It's a reverse triangle to a reverse warrior. Bend that front knee, soften the shoulders. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Step back, down dog. Inhale, right leg floats up. Exhale, stepping to warrior one. Interlacing hands with the opposite grip. Breathe in, open chest. Keep the chest broad as you come forward. Right, because you changed gravity, now you got it all on your back. So you gotta use more of those back muscles, which means you gotta gather in that core. One more breath. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms up. One-legged Tadasana. Into chair pose. And then standing, hands down through heart center. Down to your sides, close your eyes. And open eyes, inhale, arms up. Maybe finding a back bend, exhale and bow. Inhale, halfway up. Move through your vinyasa or skip it, we'll meet in down dog. Flip sides. These are things. Think after 3 months. Figure out how to do this. Inhale, right leg floats. Bend the knee, roll the hip open. Keep that left heel dropping down. Soften your shoulders. Good. Exhale, take it to your nose. Shoulders over wrists. Inhale, reach back. Again, awkward dog. Open it up. Exhale, take it across to your left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Straight back. Step it between hands. Warrior two. Coming up. Interlace the hands behind the back. Wrap shoulder blades together on the spine and then gather in your low ribs by pushing your middle back into your arms. Now tilting pelvis to extended side angle. So I want to keep that right knee over the ankle as I spill my pelvis out over my right thigh. Yes? And then once I'm done, I can take arms out. Right? If you want to put the elbow on the knee, that's fine, but we're not resting there. It's just where the position works. Wrap that left hand behind the back. Find it in the hip crease. Push your right heel down to pull your right hip crease back. Good. Next inhale. Coming up, reverse your triangle. Good. And then we go to a half moon. I have to pull my foot back. Landing that half moon. Left hand can be on the hip. Can be up to the sky. Wrapping that right hip back. One more breath. And warrior two. Reverse. Exhale, windmill your hands down to either side of your front foot. Step back to a side plank. So you can come through plank and roll through. You can kind of come from that side twisty action. We're on the left hand and foot. Right hand down. Vinyasa if you'd like. Meeting down dog or child's pose. And taking a moment to connect with your breath and your intention. Child's pose or down dog. And finding your compassion. Back to down dog if you left it. Inhale, left leg floats up. Bend the knee, roll the hip open. That right leg strong, your shoulders are stable. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over us. Inhale, awkward dog. Exhale across to your right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog, straight back. Exhale, between hands, warrior two. Finding that warrior two and interlacing hands behind the back. Awkward grip. Wrap the shoulder blades together and the low ribs in. And then tilting, keeping that left knee over the ankle. Right, you got to think about it. It wants to come with the hips. You got to keep sitting in an opposition and you're lengthening that left thigh bone. Then once you've found where you are going to work, open up the arms, twisting open to the leg here. Wrap right hand behind the back. Open up through the shoulder. And then next inhale, come up, reverse your triangle. Half moon. Maybe pulling the front foot back depending on your space situation. One more big breath. Warrior two, carefully flip the palm, inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill the hands down. We're stepping back to a side plank on the right hand and pinky edge of right foot. Plank pose. And Vinyasa to down dog or right to down dog. And everybody to child's pose, toes together, knees wide. This has been my new jam lately. Inhale, come up halfway, walk over to your left thigh. Right, my butt staying back towards my heels as much as possible. And then from here, I'll thread that right arm underneath my body with the palm up, real close to the knee, and then lay down on my right shoulder. Left hand can go overhead on the ground if you like that. Gives a little more length to the left side body. Or take it behind your back, hug it into your right hip crease. Adds a little more rotation to the situation. Coming back to your breath. Good. On the next inhale, left hand in front of the face. Press down into it. Pull the right arm out. Come through the center. And then walking to your right side. Keeping the hips back towards heels. Thread that left arm under and lay down on your left shoulder. And then probably mirror your right hand to what your left one just did. Unless it doesn't seem right. And next inhale, right hand in front of face, unwind. Take the hands forward, get yourself some spider hands, come up onto the fingertips. Straighten your arms, relax your upper traps, allow those shoulder blades to melt the heart down. Make space around the back of your neck. Then flatten your palms, inhale, pull yourself forward, exhale, move back into your down dog. End of your exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop. Come halfway up, exhale, bow. Inhale, rise, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Repose for one moment. Then chair pose, Utkatasana, sit back. Lifting left leg up, cross it over. Left arm underneath. We won't stay for long. You still want some stability. Inhale here. As you exhale, unwind the leg and dive into your standing split. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, find your warrior two, windmill up. Flipping the right palm. Inhale, reverse. Exhale to extended side angle. And then we're going to bring the hands down and walk over to this little runner's lunge. Right, so mind your knees. You might be up higher. Yeah, make sure that right knee's not locked. Opening up through the groin, pressing your left knee back, low abdominals contained. One more big breath. I'm going to come back to extended side angle on that right side. So coming through the center, set your feet up, find that extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, windmill the hands down, step back to your side plank on the left hand. Plank pose. Vinyasa or not, we'll meet in down dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend knees, look forward, hop to hands. Come halfway up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise, find a back bend at the top. Exhale, hands to heart, one full breath cycle. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Right leg lifts, eagle pose, cross the right thigh over, the right arm under. Breathe in. Exhale, standing split, unwind. Inhale, leg up. Exhale carefully, warrior two. Windmilling open. We'll flip the front palm. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in here. And then we're coming around with the chest. You come forward, turn the feet a bit, right? So now both toes are out, heels are in, and you're coming down towards that right heel. Maybe your heel is down, maybe it isn't. Everybody's gonna be different here. Okay, we do still have core engagement. Make sure pelvic floor is lifting, tailbone to pubic bone to tailbone. Navel center is pulling back. We're not dumping into our hamstring. One more full breath. Back to extended side angle. So you can do this without hands maybe. Bring it up, adjust your feet. Find that extended side angle. Inhale. Exhale, look down to front foot. Inhale, come up, reverse triangle. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Side plank on your right hand and pinky edge of right foot. Whatever version you're working here. Plank pose. Vinyasa or not. Inhale, lift heels. Exhale, bend knees, look forward. Hop to hands. Halfway up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise. Arms up, back bend at the top. Exhale, hands to heart. Pausing here. Passive eye gaze down the nose. Opening up the feet as wide as the mat, and we're squatting. So if you want to bring the blanket underneath the heels or roll your mat, I hate to give you a little more support. But if you're not sure, try it. And come on down. You want to make sure that your knees are tracking over your second toes and your elbows, and back body can help with that, yeah. Again, we don't want to hang into the joints of our hips and knees right now. So push your toes down gently so you feel that little ground reaction. Send your tailbone to your pubic bone and pubic bone to tailbone, and that lift of the pelvic floor should allow your hips to sink a little bit, because now it's like, oh, I'm supported. I don't have to do all that clenching around the hips. Navel center pulling back is going to give you a little more space. Just a couple more breaths. Squatting is really Such a wonderful way to keep your hips and low back healthy. The problem is once we stop doing it, it gets harder to do, right? So finding the right support for that. Take your hands down. Let's step this left foot back. And if you have a roll under the right one, just take it out. Drop the knee down. We're just gonna do a couple little rock back and forth here, not staying a long time in the lizard pose. Just a little more dynamic movement. So the next time you're in your back knee, shift back, put that right foot in line with your hip, Ardha or full Hanumanasana, right? If you have blocks, bring that in. Pull your kneecap up. Man, it's crazy how hard it is to make that dude stay on. It wants to check out. Reaching out through right big toe. Again, abdominals contained. One more breath. Now bending into your right knee. Take hands up to that knee as well. Really lift the chest. Okay, and then maybe bending that back knee and grabbing on with your left hand. And maybe your right hand. Right, low abdominals contained. Press the pubic bone forward. Open up through your chest. One more big breath. Carefully, I'm gonna come forward first so I can let that back leg go with a little more ease. Right, step back, tuck the back toes, sweeping my right leg back, roll it open, circle it a couple times. Good, come into your down dog, feel it out. And then look forward, we're gonna hop to the outside of the hands. We won't stay in the squat as long, so you don't need the blanket. You can always just come to your toes. And then step the right foot back. Back knee coming down. Because your back knee is down, that left knee can go past the ankle safely because you don't have all your weight on that patellar tendon by itself. You got the back knee helping. So go back and forth. Interesting crunchies in my knee joint. Again, just make sure you're not dumping all the weight onto the front of that hip. And next time you're in your back knee, then bring that right foot in line with the hip. Heel toed into the center. Ardha Hanumanasana. Pulling that left hip back and down. Right, so that you're in the hamstring. But don't jump out into this right hip. There's the right in between. Stability from the outside. Softness from the left. Quad again, too. Inhale, bring the torso up, bending into your front knee. Walking the hands up to that left thigh. So find this first, low abdominals contain, and it's okay if that left knee goes past the left ankle. Now bending your right knee. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit bony for sure. Ideally, you get more to the front of the patella and not right on it. This side's different. I'm gonna breathe into that and bring my compassion, and remember that it's that way because it probably helped me out and did some extra work, and now it needs extra attention, and that's okay. One more breath. Good. Coming forward with the left hand first, bring the torso forward, and then let that back leg go. And then tuck your right toe, sweep left leg back, open the hip, and then circles. And then back to your down dog. Forward, hands and knees. So we'll take the blanket, and you want it to be a roll the long ways, so whatever you got going on there. And know that the roll might be higher than is appropriate for you. So you can always unroll and just be on this part of it, yeah? So we're gonna have the roll and then either block or pillow or another blanket, because this is gonna be my head one. So on my left side, yes? Head goes on this top block or pillow or blanket. Shoulder goes between the roll and that top support. And then it's right kind of at the nipple line, or even a little bit above is where this roll goes. So we're trying to get mid-thoracic. And then stack your knees coming straight out from your hips and lay on your left side. And maybe take your right arm overhead. Just a couple breaths here, just to see what's here. I get it where the roll is for me. It's getting just the bottom of my teres right there, the back of the shoulder that can get real tight. It's borderline too high, but I think I'm okay. So then now what you want to do is take your right hand to your hip and roll your chest open. I gotta take my block with me because I will come off of it. Roll your chest open to the right. Oh. So you want to keep that elbow bent because the right, or until you're ready to extend that right arm out and explore. Because where the roll is can really affect this twist differently than I would before. Oh, yeah, and it gets me right at the junky spot in my kidney band. So right below the shoulder blades, that spot can get overworked when you have a lot of extra curve in your low back. That's the next spot that the body uses to support your weight. Allowing that roll to be a tactile cue for your breath as well, because it's so high up. Watching it move from the right side of the body to the left side of the body as you feel. We got 3 more breaths, because time flies when we're having fun. Bend your right elbow, take your hand to your hip, and then slowly roll yourself back to the left side. Just take a breath or two on your left side to undo. You can simply just roll over. I personally am gonna sit myself up as opposed to like rolling on my back, just based on what I experienced just now. I don't think it'll be a very useful transition for me. So I'll flip over here so you can see. So now we're on the right ribs. I'm closer to the right side of the blanket, right, so that I have it for when I roll. Knees are up in line with the hips. Take a minute to bring that left arm overhead and just be here. And take the left hand to the hip with the elbow bent and roll open gently. Right hand can come to your thigh. And there is a little move where I kind of press into my right elbow and wrap my right ribs to the right and up to the sky and my left ribs down. Not cranking, right? There is leverage for a crank. Don't use it, please. Let's go in with your breath, using the exhale to soften into the space. 3 more breaths. Bending your left elbow if you straightened it out, and sliding back to your right side. Taking a few breaths here. Gently press yourself up. Move that roll, but keep it close because we're not too far from Shavasana, so you might want to use it for that. Lay on your back, and we're going to do just a up and down through bridge 3 times with our breath, using the inhale to lift up and pause, and then the exhale to roll down, yeah? Arms along the side of the body, feet are hip distance. Take a breath. And then with your next inhale, slowly rolling up. Try and roll up for the whole inhale. So as you get to the top, the chest is lifting. You pause, reach the knees away, and then exhale, melt it back. Shoulder blades spread, kidney bend, low back, pelvis, pause. Inhale, tilt the pelvis, roll up, reach the knees away, press the hands and feet down. Exhale, melting back to earth. Pause. One more. Hold your breath. Pausing as you're finished, you can drop the knees in, wind the feet. Take your legs in, give yourself a hug. Then find a happy baby. And then as you're ready, find your Shavasana shape. So you can use that blanket under the knees, or Manufe with the neck roll, where you're just rolling enough of the blanket to fill that space at the cervical spine. It just is really amazing how that support, right, just like in our restorative practice or using props in general, that support allows your head and neck muscles and throat just to really soften. So if you haven't tried it and you have the means, I recommend it. But whatever you choose, make it something that's as comfortable as you can be, warm, supported, settling into your stillness. Allowing it to slowly embrace you. Like a long hug. As you sustain it, it shifts. The breath shifts with it. There's a softness that comes in, a surrender, a deep, deep surrender. It's that power of compassion. Allow yourself to steep for a few more moments in this surrender and compassion. Honor this moment. Gently start to deepen your breath, staying with that quality of surrender and compassion, embrace. Just gently let the breath bring in some lightness. As your body starts to connect again, send movement out to your ends. Eventually making your way over to your right side into the fetal position. Take this moment to honor your intention, to honor yourself. Sending compassion from the light in you out to the light in the rest of the world. Gently press to seated. Bring the palms together at the center of the chest. Close your eyes and stack your bones. Thank you so much for sharing your practice. Namaste.